Yeah, what's up, kings and queens? We're back again, and I'm sorry for the audio quality for the earlier video. I had forgot to turn off something, but I think now we're good. Let's go to the Senzo Mewa trial, right? The Pretoria High Court in Judge Rata's court. The unscrupulous judge. Now, our objective today for bringing Steyn to court was to come and hear him explain how these two numbers got squeezed into those two numbers that were actually made by Arthur Mafukad, right? In fact, another one of them was made by Arthur Mafukad. Now, today, before the court began, we had to wait for Steyn because Steyn, it was said he was late. Now, do you think Steyn can come and testify today and leave Cape Town today? Steyn is not the first time. Like he said it many times. It's not the first time he's testifying. So do you think he could risk that, coming to court late? I don't think so. I think the lateness was because he had to be coached. And that's the reason why Baloyi was not inside court, because the head chef had to make sure that the food was well cooked. Now, the explanation that we were seeking today, it was for Steyn to just explain to us how does two calls in his evidence connect accused number 5 and Kelly Kumar, when those same two calls appear on Vodacom, Pinky Vitellingam's evidence, right? It's section 205. They appear there as somebody else. That was the only explanation we were looking for. But do you think we got it? Do you think the path that Baloyi was taking was leading us towards that? I don't think so. I think this is just obfuscation. They're trying to just confuse us or confuse the defense in order to forget the main point. Even Rata is stressing on the point that the plus 2 hours that Steyn was claiming that he forgot to add was the reason for the miscommunication. They call it miscommunication, misinterpretation. I don't think it's a misinterpretation. I think it's a fabrication. Now, Steyn was, before he went to the break, Steyn was telling us the reason for the miscommunication was because he felt that he forgot to add the plus 2 hours, right? Now, he makes it worse. He's making it even worse by giving us this information of plus 2 hours, because as soon as you do that, those calls that he's claiming that they are the same as in the section 205 of Pinky, they are not going to be the same. They are going to shift by 2 hours. And yet he's claiming that those two calls are the same. They are reflecting the same tower that was reflected in Pinky Vitellingam's evidence. But we know this is a lie because he never explained to us how does those two numbers have the same time duration, the same call duration, the same, in fact, the same date, the same tower. But the only thing that differs is the parties that was calling Kelly Kumar. The explanation was needed there, but I don't think we are going to get it. Let me just check my notes to see if I'm forgetting something. Now, You have to remember it was agreed that Steyn is not going to bring any new information, right? No new evidence. But guess what? Seven exhibits were introduced today. One was this affidavit. We can keep that one out, this affidavit, because it was requested by advocate, in fact, Mr. Mgomezu. But now, these other ones, the other one of the traffic cop, I don't think it's going to suffice, because they're trying to say the records of accused number 5 were picked up from his traffic records. Hence, the calls, hence they could connect these numbers to him. It's fine, that one we understand. But now it doesn't explain how the two calls got mixed up. Let's see if tomorrow they're going to show us that clarity. Let's see, but I doubt. Now, you don't have to forget that Steyn is someone with anger issues. You remember last time when he was being quizzed, cross-examined by Mushololo, he had a problem. In fact, even all the whole defense, he had a problem with the way they were asking questions. He was even trying to answer questions his own way. But now I think that is going to get the better of him in this coming cross-examination, because the explanation that he's giving so far is not satisfactory. Now, you remember Steyn told us that the PDFs, the Section 205s, they were today. That was said today. He said that the Section 205s were sent to TSU. What did Pinky say about the Section 205? She said they were sent to the prosecutors. Isn't that what she said? She said so. So the more they are trying to explain the other problem they create another problem on the side, unawares. I don't know, maybe they are aware. They're just trying to make a conversion to a diversion. I don't know. Now, Steyn is telling us he took data from the downloads and the Section 205 and he put it into the AMD program. The AMD program requires the data to be in Excel format. And then he emphasized that this data was not manipulated in any way or form, and it was handled by no unauthorized personnel, right? This is trying to convince us that he didn't fabricate anything. But we know any program, any software, any editing software. Let's say I'm taking my CV from a PDF document and I want to convert it to Excel or Word. I just do that via Microsoft, or I just copy the whole data into the cells manually by copy and paste. If you do that, it's just going to remain the same. But as soon as you enter your own numbers there and change it, it's not the same. He's trying to convince us that this Excel spreadsheet was a working document. So he's telling us that this Excel spreadsheet has to work hand in hand with the document from Vodacom, Section 205. But he said it's better if you use them together, but more relying on his documents, because there's the Excel document from the police is not the same as the Section 205 from Vodacom. But now, is Steyn trying to tell us that a call can be made, as he's claiming that this is a data call, because we are saying Kelly was having WhatsApp applications and Twitter applications, meaning she could make a call with those. But now, is he telling us that a phone can make a call and Vodacom won't catch it? This is what he's trying to tell us. But now, he's blind to the fact that this is not the argument. The argument is there are two calls there inside the section 205, and there are two calls inside his Excel. Yet there are fundamentally different things there inside those calls. One of them being the people who were making the calls. Everything else is the same. So how does he explain that away? If it's a data call, why is it the same duration, the same time, the same tower as the one on the section 205? Why is it reflecting that way? Why is his data call not reflecting as a data call on Vodacom's record? The clarification is not there. And I think Rata and Baloyi knows that there's no clarification. Did you listen to Rata? Rata was saying, explain to me those plus zeros. So are you saying you have to remove the zero, but the same number, the number behind remains the same after the zero? Steyn said, yes, that's not the problem. That is not what we are looking for. He knows that, Rata. But he's trying to divert our brains to think that that's not the problem. So please, I'm just hoping that tomorrow these guys can give us the explanation that we were looking for. Because today, I'm not thoroughly pleased with Steyn's explanation. And I don't think the defense is pleased, because you could see their reactions there. They were even laughing at him because they could hear that this guy is going to bend when it's time to cross-examination. His anger is going to get the best of him. That's one thing that I know. He's got a little bit of anger issues. Now, guys, before I go too deep into this topic, please like and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so that when we drop more content like this, you are in the loop. So just forgive me, bear with me on the earlier video. My voice was echoing and all that, so I think the problem is fixed. I hope the problem is fixed. So until next time, please like and subscribe, like the video, like the live, hit that notification bell so that when we drop more content, you are in the loop. And I'm out like this. Peace. There's no explanation. Rata is acting like the problem was the plus 2 hours and the addition of the zero. That's not the problem. The problem is those two calls. That's all we want. So guys, I'm out. Peace.